Hey guys, what's going on? Just about to talk about some stuff today. Got some Call of Duty footage going on here. Zetsu no Shiba, I believe is how it's called. It's kind of an okay map, but whatever. It's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about shitty movies and how to deal with shitty movies. And I'm also going to talk about probably the worst movie in my opinion. So let's get to it. So recently, a couple weeks ago or a week ago, it was Memorial Day weekend, and I went to my brother's apartment because they were having a barbecue, which is pretty cool. It's pretty good food. It's not the problem though. The problem was that I walked in and my sister-in-law and her little friends they're watching Hot Pursuit with Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara. And if you don't know anything about that movie, it's basically one of the worst movies of last year, and just a pretty crappy comedy. So yeah, thankfully I didn't have to watch all of it. They were just entering the third act when I entered the apartment, so that was pretty good. But nonetheless, it was pretty awful movie. And one thing I want to talk about is if you're ever in a situation where you are in someone else's house and they seem to put on like a movie that you have never seen or that looks pretty terrible, what do you do? I mean, I think all of us at least have been in that situation, at least one time. You go to your I don't know, your aunt's house and they don't know much about the kids, so they put on some weird movie, or it's just adults don't really know what kids watch. Like I swear to God, one time, I mean, as a younger kid, we couldn't really stay alone yet, so my dad had to drag us everywhere. He took us to one of his friend's house and walked me. He's probably thinking, what am I gonna do? I don't have no way to entertain kids. So what he did, he put on a movie called Snake Island. It was pretty movie, but the thing that was memorable was there was nudity in that scene in that movie pretty quickly. So me and my brother were just like, well, all right. The same situation. I mean, the movie was pretty awful. Now that I remember, it was pretty crappy. Special effects. And but what did I do? Nothing. We sat there. There was nothing we could do. The same with this situation. I couldn't do much about it. It's not my house, and the problem is too that after watching an abomination of a movie known as Jack and Jill, I had an epiphany, and I had to change my views and everything on movies. So I had to get into film criticism, and I don't want to say that I know better than most people. I mean, a lot of movies I watched have been recommended to me, and I absolutely love them. But I always try to give my opinion, but I also don't want to, because I don't want to be that guy. That guy who's like, hey guys, let's go to my house and watch, I don't know, what's a shitty movie like Neighbors 2. Neighbors 2 doesn't look all that appealing to me. I like the first one a little bit, but that's only because it has Seth Rogen and Zac Efron in it. Those two pretty funny dudes. But this one just seems kind of eh. So like someone invited me. I was like, hey, we want to go see that. I think I'd be the type of person that says, no, I don't think so. That movie has a 40 something on Metacritic with the 30 something on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the fuck. And then they'll be like, oh well, I feel stupid now. Like how would that make you feel if someone did that to you? I'm pretty sure that makes you feel pretty crappy. You pick out this movie that you think everybody will like, only to be told, hey, your opinion on movies is pretty terrible. Listen to my opinion. And that's a problem though, because I don't want to be that guy, but sometimes I kind of have to, and I kind of want to. But due to my anti-socialness and awkwardness levels that I can't control, I never do anything. So just I say bite your tongue, and if you watch Cinema Sins, just say everything. It makes the movie more enjoyable. If you got alcohol, drink it, depending on what movie you're watching. So, and continue with the story. The movie ended, which was pretty good. I was kind of happy. I was like, yeah. And I was right before I was about to eat, so I was like, good. I don't want to watch this terrible movie right before I eat, or during when I'm eating. And they're watching Hulu. It was on Hulu Plus, so it was they had like the same Netflix countdown thing to the next movie, and like a gift from the gods, the next movie that was up was The Wolf of Wall Street, and I was like, ah, yes, that is an absolute way to cleanse this bad taste from my eyes or tongue. Sorry, ignore that. That is an absolute best way to, to get rid of this garbage I just saw. And I thought, yes, it's perfect. I watched that movie, and they did play it. They said, "Hey, it's The Wolf of Wall Street. Let's watch it." And I was like, "Hell yeah, good movie!" And so they started playing the movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, it's first of all, it's like nearly 3 hours long. So there's that. I don't mind that much, but it's a Martin Scorsese movie, so it's like the type of movie you couldn't watch with your parents around. Which, by the way, they were my parents-in-law, I guess, parents-in-law, and my mom was there. So, my sister-in-law was like, "Oh crap," because there was a scene in the movie towards the beginning where Leonardo DiCaprio was blowing cocaine into a girl's asshole, and it's awesome. So due to that, she kind of got embarrassed, understandable, but what are you gonna do? It's not my house again. So they cut the movie and they were searching for movies to watch, and I was just angry because I really wanted to watch that movie again. It is absolutely good. If you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend it. And excuse me, the next movie that they chose kind of really just almost threw me over the edge. They decided to put on RoboCop, the 2011 version, the newer version, the new RoboCop, the new inferior and terrible RoboCop. And I'll admit, when I was bored, I didn't want to be outside because it was ridiculously hot here in Texas. I don't want to socialize with semi young adults and adults in general. So I was like, fuck that. I'd rather be inside in the air conditioning watching RoboCop, the new version. And I'll admit, like, on first glance that movie does look terrible, but I will admit it wasn't as terrible. I mean, it has some decent parts, I'll give it that, but again, compared to the first one, it doesn't even hold a candle. So that kind of leads into this conversation again. What do you do with the terrible movie? Like I say, just bite your tongue. Just don't try to do anything. And it's really the best thing we can do. If you're either subscribed to this channel, I assure you must like movies. Or in general, anybody who does like movies, but you must have at least some certain standard. I don't believe in there's being a terrible movie, because as I once heard, there is no such thing as an absolutely horrible movie that nobody likes. Everybody likes any type of movie. There's probably someone out there who enjoys movies like Jack and Jill or Grown Ups 2, or those type of. Someone really enjoys Adam Sandler movies, especially the new ones for some reason, and that's cool. They're entitled to their opinion. It's completely cool. There are movies that even I myself kind of enjoy just because I just really watched them a lot when I was a young kid. Like how would I say, like Inspector Gadget. If you ever see that movie, it's pretty terrible, but like I would still watch it a lot when I was a kid. And I to be honest, if I dig it up from my closet right now, I'd probably give it just a nice watch, relive some nostalgia, and that's completely cool. If there's a movie that you know is pretty terrible, but you watch it, that's fine. Don't let anybody stop you. The problem is, just don't let anybody, just don't show it to anybody, because if you do, you're gonna be that guy. And yeah, so it's kind of my little discussion on how to deal with shitty movies, and now I think it's time to talk about, in my opinion, the absolute worst movie, in my opinion. And again, this is my opinion, so just bear with me. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so in all my years, I have seen a lot of terrible movies, and hands down, in my opinion, the worst I've ever seen has got to be Skyline. And if you don't know anything about the movie, good. Lucky you. And if you do know about it, I'm sorry. So I should probably just talk about the movie's plot. So it's basically the first half, the first quarter of Cloverfield, where they're having a party and aliens attack, and people just trying to survive it. And it's just so slow. Like, I feel like nothing happens in the movie, and then I'm basically describe what happens. Okay. So they realize aliens are attacking, and they say, "Okay, we need to try to escape." All right, let's go. They try to escape. Shit goes to hell. And they end up killing off one of the only good part of this movie, Turk from Scrubs. And so there again, right there, there's no reason to even keep watching the movie, in my opinion, because he's a pretty funny guy, but not here. Anyways, they end up trying to escape. They say, "Oh shit, shit's gone to hell." And they go back inside the apartment. They argue. All right, let's try one more time. Let's go through the roof. And aliens attack, and shit goes to hell. They lose some people. Again, I think I haven't seen this movie in a couple years, and I don't plan to do it anytime soon. Finally, they try to escape one more time through the roof. I believe. Again, I don't know. And America comes in with the fucking stealth bomber trying to take down an alien ship. They're like, "Oh hell yeah!" They took down the mothership, only for it to be repaired. So I guess I want to say what's the point of that scene, but I guess the point is to show the aliens are highly advanced to the point where they can shine a blue light at people to entrance them. That's how they kidnap people. They just shine a light in their face. They kind of like a moth to a flame. They just get attracted to it, and then they harvest their brains. What the fucking do? So then they end up kidnapping the main protagonist's girlfriend and himself. And they love each other so much. They're like, "I love you, Jared." I don't remember the guy's name, but I'm just calling him Jared because why not? It's like, "I love you, Jared," and they end up kissing while they're getting like abducted. And I was like, well, that's pretty corny, but whatever. So the aliens want to steal the people's brain. That's their deal. And they end up stealing they kill the boyfriend, and you can see his brain is red because everything else in the ship is blue, and his is red. And they put it inside a alien, like a giant alien juggernaut looking thing. They put it inside his head, and somehow the boyfriend can control the alien now. And he goes over to his pregnant girlfriend, and she's like, "Jared, is that you?" And he can't do much because he has no mouth, but whatever. And then he turns around, triumphant music, like just some rock music starts playing, I believe, and he kind of clenches his fist. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready for a fight." And then the revolution starts, ends. It just ends right there. And honestly, the ending was kind of unsatisfying. But aside from the rest of the movie, where it is completely slow and doesn't seem to go anywhere, like it's not a very good idea to keep your characters in one location. Some movies do it good, like Hateful Eight. They spend the entire movie in the little cabin, and that's good. You know why? Because Quentin Tarantino can write dialogue well, and this is a pretty low budget sci-fi movie whose only good character was Turk from fucking Scrubs. They're not gonna have the best dialogue. I mean, they range from screaming to some semi-monotone acting, and that's why I hate the movie. It's worst movie in my opinion. And story. So yeah, if you made it this far, congratulations, I guess. Why don't you tell me your favorite movie down below in the comments? And yeah, thanks for watching this. I kind of hope to make this into a new kind of deal. Every time stories, giving advice, shitty advice at least, but nonetheless advice on love, life, and lasagna, I guess. I don't know, fucking know. Whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll try to put more of these out if you guys enjoy them. All 6 people will watch this. Thank you very much. So, thank you. See you next time.